Hello again everybody, it is me, Madam Macabre, and I am back with another Monday video. So I just got back from Newcon down in Portland, Oregon, where I met up with a bunch of friends like Stupid Crow, Highwind Valor, MrCreepypasta, Bleeding Heartworks, just tons of really cool people were all able to come out and have a good time for New Year's Eve. So because I live in Washington State and the convention was just down in Portland, Oregon, I decided I was just going to drive down and pay for parking because, at least in my experience, Portland parking is a lot more affordable than Seattle. Seattle parking has some issues, especially near where events go on. Like, this parking was not bad at all. A lot of the events I've gone to in Portland have had cheap parking. What is this? We need to get on this, Seattle. Get better. Anyway, it was a really great convention and I had a ton of fun, and I'll be posting a lot of the pictures and stuff on my Facebook here if you want to check those out. Lots of fun costumes. For this convention, because it was just a shorter one, I only brought Mothman Kigu, which I made, literally, I finished it the day before the convention, and you can't see it so well now on my finger, but I sewed through my finger because Mothman required a blood sacrifice. Most costumes seem to require blood to appease them. If you want the costume done in time, you gotta pay with blood. But it was fun because both Bleeding Heartworks and Highwind Valor both had their own Mothman Kigus, so we were a flock and it was really cute and fun to wear for those times when you're just done with having effects makeup on your face and uncomfortable, complicated costumes. Kigus are a beautiful alternative because you can still feel festive, you can slap a wig on there if you want, still have a good party in time, but not want to die. And once again, I brought back my Lady Kylo Ren, and then of course I debuted my newest cosplay, which you will recognize from the I Heard Eddie the Clown video as a Hexy the Clown. And Stupid Crow actually dressed as her sister, Vexy the Clown. We'll have some cool pictures from Highwind Valor did a photo shoot of them, so we'll check it out. It's just the first test run of those costumes. They got a lot of work to go, but it was fun to get them together enough to actually show off to people. And I am so glad that clown nonsense is over because, let me tell you, we'd been planning on cosplaying these clown gals for a while, and then the stupid clown stuff during October started up, like right after we're like, yeah, we're gonna do it, and we dropped the money into starting to get the pieces and the materials, and then we're like, oh wait, now everyone hates clowns and now they're getting shot. Okay, you know what? Maybe we should push back the reveal of these costumes a couple of months. So Newcon January it was. Anyway, it was a super fun convention and lots of shenanigans were had. See, it started off... I feel like the way it started off sort of set the mood for just how everything was gonna be a mess. A good mess, but a mess nonetheless. See, I rhymed, I'm sorry. Anyway, since I knew I was going to be driving down to the Portland area, I decided to see if Stupid Crow needed a ride to the convention center because she lives down in Oregon, not too terribly far out of Portland. So I actually went down there to get her, and then we're like, okay, let's go to the convention center now. Only problem is, the one complaint I do have about Newcon PDX is that their website is a little bit difficult to navigate. I mean, no joke, you can't even find the dates of the convention like up on a banner or anywhere. Like, I could not find the dates of when it was happening other than Googling it and going somewhere other than the actual website. And so the website was a little weird to navigate. So we actually ended up going because we had no idea that there had been a venue change. We just assumed it was going to be at the same venue as it was last year because you can't find any information on that godforsaken website. So we end up going back to where it was last year, the Doubletree by Hilton, I think. And that was, if I'm entirely honest, I liked that venue better than this year's, but that's not the point. So we get there and we pull into the parking structure. It's the kind with the little arm that goes up. You get a ticket that you're gonna have to eventually validate. So Highwind Valor and Bleeding Heartworks were already there in their own room, and we gave them a ring-a-ding and we're like, hey, we finally arrived, where are you guys? And we just parked, and they're like, cool, where'd you park? In the parking structure. Which parking structure? The same one as last year, silly. It's not at the same place as last year. Wait, what? Yeah, turns out it was at a completely different hotel this year. It was at the Marriott on Waterfront instead of the Doubletree. So, we were on the wrong side of town and in a parking structure for a hotel we weren't staying at that had one of those arms that kept you trapped in there. So I'm like, well, maybe there'll be a way to get out, because we were literally only in there for like 2 minutes, you know? It should let us out. Go in, scan the thing, does not let us out. So Stupid Crow is like, okay, fine, I'm gonna go in and talk to the people. So she runs in there, breakneck speed. She says she arrives at the counter. She's like panting out of breath, trying to explain the situation. The people there were super nice, the staff, and they came out and they gave her a little validated card, and we put that in, and it said incorrect card, and that wouldn't let us through. And we're like, what do we do? Okay, so we just hit the call for help button, and finally the hotel staff frees us from our prison, and like we're embarrassed, but we're like, hey, we gave the Doubletree staff a good story for later. So we done goofed right off the bat, but we were still in good spirits. It was funny. We were like, it's an adventure. We're going on a journey. It's fine. Getting there is half the fun, right? So we actually end up going, okay, where's the Marriott? Let's find this thing. And let me tell you, I don't like driving in Portland at all. I don't like city driving in the first place, but Portland is particularly horrible to drive in. Oh my god. Not only are there bus and bike lanes like twisting and turning and separating the car lanes and stuff, but it's like a massive web of one-way streets, and it is so stressful because even ones that are not necessarily one way will have things that say no turns allowed on the street. You're like, well, where can I turn? I need to get turned around. So I'm like, by the time we get where we're going, like I'm getting pain up in these muscles here from like being so tense while driving, being stressed out. I'm just like, I felt like I was gonna die just getting there. We find our way to the Marriott, and we can only find valet parking. We're like, oh my god, it's another hurdle. And the valet parking there was a little pricey for what we were hoping for. But and that's one thing that I think Doubletree once again had better. They had an actual parking structure that was more reasonably priced for parking, where like Marriott, nope, your only option is extremely expensive valet parking. Fortunately, we called up Bleeding Heart Works and Highwind Valor again, and there was another parking structure kind of kitty corner from the Marriott. So we eventually moved over there, which again, it took like 3 tries to actually find and get into it, because all the one-way streets and finding where the actual entrance was, and you can't go this way. Well, you get, okay, go a full circle, pass here, and then try and turn in. And when I finally figure out, like the 3rd time around, where we need to go in, like there's cars tailgating behind me. I'm trying to, it's dark, it's not well lit, I'm trying to find the entrance so I don't hit anything. And then my phone goes off because my mom starts calling me, and I'm just like, everything's happening at once, and I'm just overwhelmed. But we survived it. We got in, we got our parking spot, and then we had to proceed to wait for MrCreepypasta to arrive, just like last year. But it was good. We had lots of people to hang out with. We were having a good time. And we also witnessed a car crash. Yeah, see, after getting all settled down in the hotel, we decided to go back out to the parking structure to get the rest of our luggage. So we go over there. There's a sky bridge that goes over the streets and then over to the parking structure. So we go get our stuff, and we start coming back, and about halfway across the sky bridge, and it's like uncovered, just completely outdoor. So we're walking across, and we just hear what sounds like a grown man just like screaming bloody murder, the sound of tires screeching, and we look to the direction of it just in time to hear this giant metallic crash and see 2 cars just like eat it in the intersection, and we just like freeze, like, did we just witness a major car wreck? And it was spooky, because for a minute there, both cars, like, nobody was moving, and it was quiet. So I had, like, my hand hovering on my phone, like, do I need to call 911? Is somebody dead? What's going on? But fortunately, about a couple seconds before I finally was like, okay, I need to call, both vehicles pulled off and drove to the side of the road. So whoever was in there was alive and well enough to operate their vehicle and get it off the road. So we're like, okay, so nobody was hurt, and now we can go back to the convention. A little shaken, but once again, this con's It's a mess, but it's fine. It's a fun mess. I did actually, over the course of the con, have the opportunity to meet a bunch of you guys. So to everybody who came down to Newcon that I got to meet, hello again. It was really nice to meet you. And I really do hope to be able to start going to more cons in the future. I'd really like to be able to start doing some horror cons in specific, like Crypticon or any other ones that I can sort of find that are doable. But yeah, so I can't go into too many more just con stories and everything, otherwise this video would become a monster mammoth of a video, and we don't need that right now. It's a Monday, people are already tired. But I did want to take the moment to tell you guys Happy New Year. I know that 2016 has been a very rough year for a lot of people, myself included. There have been good things that have happened in 2016, but it can be hard to sort of keep focused on that when there's been so much darkness going on in this year, whether it be personal losses, celebrity losses, all sorts of stuff. 2016, it's been rough, you guys. It's been a sandpaper year. Just gotta look at it. It's not total garbage. It's sandpaper. It's refining us. Well, we got through it. It's 2017 now, so I hope your 2017 is much better. I hope you guys had a great New Year's Eve, and I am wishing you the best 2017 you could possibly have. Everybody deserves a good 2017 after 2016. Alright guys, well if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to get notifications whenever I upload so you don't even have to think about it, you can click the little bell thingy, and YouTube in the app or on the desktop, whenever you're in YouTube, will let you know whenever I've uploaded something new. Takes the hassle out of trying to keep up with all the new changes with the subscription page that no one asks for. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you all on Friday. That's all for now, bye-bye!